touch the ball, it's over. Y'all know what this is gonna be. You came and failed the test, you met the best, expect the chest.
Zoots and Zootettes. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. So today, we're diving into some of the most important and just prominent questions that have been asked over the course of the past 6 months. The main one is how I lost a scholarship to Ohio State. It's one I've been kind of avoiding over the course of the past 2 years since being on YouTube, because it's one I'm not very proud about, or one that I want to share on this channel, but I think it's one you guys need to learn from and just really understand what I did to lose a scholarship to Ohio State. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and begin the Q&A to start the video today. I'm rhyming unintentionally, gosh dang it. Alright, so question number one, number uno, is what is my chances of going to the MLS draft? Great question right off the bat. Your chances are zero, zilch, and nada after this year's event or after next year's event, because the event is in 2020, because there is no draft or combine come 2021. There's no combine in 2020, but there is a draft, but come 2021, there is no draft or combine. So that's some new news coming out of the American soccer system, is that for college players, there is no direct route per se to the professional ranks. But the word in the streets, or the rumor mill that's going on right now amongst players in America, is that each MLS team will have their own separate event or combine for players to attend. So there could be upwards of 30 plus events for players to attend after 2020. So I think that's positive news for players in college, because the MLS draft is a joke, we all know that, and having it eliminated is just helping players progress further, because after the first 10 picks in the draft, you're not getting any offers really that are concrete, it's just tryouts. So it's very important to have that eliminated and focus more on just each team having their own separate event for players to attend. So that's some new news coming out of the American soccer system, is that there's no draft or combine after 2020. So great question to start off right away. Question number two is, what job do you have outside of football? Great question. I've already shared kind of the answer to this question a few times on this channel before. I'll link those videos right now. But more or less, guys, I make money through helping people or players make money online. So if that's eBay, if that's Amazon, if that's dropshipping, if that's product branding, if that's selling a product on a website, making a website, and then running ads to that product from Facebook ads or YouTube ads, or just ads on Google, I help people make money online is my main, I guess, job title. Another one is email marketer, another one is YouTuber, another one is product brander. I have a lot of different streams of income, but the main one is just consulting. But I did share a few videos back when I was in college about how I made money in college. It's very important for you guys to just have a stream of income while in college, so you're not stressing about having a job after college to pursue the professional contract, because things add up. Hotels, airfare, combines, tryouts, just traveling expensive, things add up really fast when it comes to just pursuing that contract after college. So it's very important to have something just lined up and just a skill mastered, so you can sell that skill after you graduate, so you don't have to get a basic 9-to-5 job to pay the bills. So that's what I do, is consulting work outside of YouTube, outside of football. That's my main source of income. Our next question is are you dating somebody?
5 minutes later.
What's the best way to answer this? There's a reason I don't talk about personal matters on this channel, guys, or family, or cars, or what I'm driving, or who I'm dating, or who I'm seeing. It's not relevant to you. It's just entertainment. It provides no value, trust, or rapport, or builds any kind of meaningful relationship with you. It's just entertainment. So there's a reason why I don't talk about any of this nonsense on this channel, because it's not going to impact your career or your future in any way positive. So what I do outside of football is my own business, guys, but to answer the question, no, I'm not seeing someone at the moment. Number four is, what is your biggest football mistake? Biggest football mistake. It's hard to put a finger on which one has had the biggest negative impact on my career, guys. But I would say it's overtraining, or it's not knowing how to train in the right manner is probably the better answer to that question. I had a lot of mentors growing up that helped me to work out and just find confidence in the gym and find motivation to work out outside of team training. But I followed kind of the wrong direction growing up that contributed to a lot of just wasted workouts and a lot of wasted time in the gym. So just knowing how to work out probably would have benefited me a lot more than just listening to people that weren't helping me out anyways. So for me, guys, I would say just understanding what workouts are going to help me specifically than just following some team random workout that's just helping the team per se, but not helping you individually. So I'd rather fail a lot more just individually than fail by someone who thinks he knows what he's doing, if that makes sense. Number 5, what is one thing you wish you did differently in high school? A lot. There's a lot of things I wish I changed and just adapted faster to and learned quicker from, but that's just being young for you. I would say the biggest thing for me, guys, was just not comparing myself to other players and seeing what they had and what I didn't have, and what I had and what they didn't have. Like, it just wastes a lot of time, and comparison is just the thief of progress. Just focus on yourself and f*** the rest. Number 6, what are 3 habits that can change my career? I think that's kind of a broad question because each player and person has their own, I guess, characteristics they need to take and just path they need to take in order to find their own form of success. So it just kind of depends on the player and person. But for me, guys, I would say it's just focus, consistency, sacrifice, and discipline. So 4 things I would say have helped me out the most when it comes to finding success on the field or some form of success on the field. It starts with the mentality aspect, guys, because once you master your mind, your body will follow. So master the mind, focus on the mind aspect, and then worry about your body. Most of you guys that are overweight, out of shape, like, you're not hidden under layers of fat, you're hidden under layers of lack of focus, lack of clarity, lack of just discipline. The fat isn't the problem, it's your mind that's the problem. So I would say those 4 things have helped me out the most when it comes to just finding success on the field. Is again, focus, discipline, sacrifice, and just consistency is the main characteristics that will give you success as well, in my opinion. Question number 7 is, what is your goals for the next 10 years? I love players who are future focused, so great question. I can't share, guys, what my future holds in the next 10 years. I can say next 5 years, and hopefully that's playing professional football. But 10 years is going into business aspects and business kind of ideas that I can't, again, share on this channel or share publicly. But my main goal for this year coming to 2020 is just signing a professional contract. So that's my main number 1 goal, is just playing football. After that is business stuff, which I can kind of get into. It's just growing my email list, growing the channel, making more videos, becoming more consistent with the channel is a few smaller goals. But getting into 10, 20 year, 30 year range when it comes to goals is something I can't share in the channel, unfortunately. Question number 8 is, why don't you do brand deals or collaborations on your YouTube channel? I guess there's a few reasons why I don't do brand deals, guys. In the past 2.5 years, just being honest, there's nothing that I've been pitched that's been worth my while to consider to promote to you. Like, I get multiple offers from companies each week asking for shout outs or something in regards to an app or some type of apparel company, but there's nothing that I've been offered to do that makes sense for me to promote to you. Like, I'm not going to sell you something or pitch something to you that I don't use or that I don't respect or that I don't believe in. There's so many creators out there that are using products that they say they use, but in reality they're just making money off the product and saying that they're using them. So it's just a very, very messed up marketplace, in my opinion. Influencer marketing, it's just not for me. So that's the reason why I don't do brand deals. But I do want to do collaborations in the future. That's something that I've been kind of slacky on. But I do want to do collaborations in the future, but it's just not something that I've had time to consider. Question number 9. What is the best way to train? The best way to train when it comes to football, guys, again, it kind of depends on the person, the player, because what I'm doing right now may not benefit you. You may have a different goal than me or different body type, so it just depends on the person. I used to do like 10 things in one day, which I thought was beneficial because I was doing a wide variety of topics and skills that I thought I needed to improve upon, but doing 10 things in one day doesn't yield any results. So just make sure you're focusing on one thing per week. Try to master that one skill, that one topic, the one area that you need to work on the most in 1 week, then moving on to something else. So just try to master one thing each week instead of doing 10 different things during your training schedule. So that's kind of the best piece of advice I can give you guys. That's helped me out the most when it comes to training. Question number 10. When is the workout videos resuming on YouTube? All right, I love that question. I'm going to start training on the pitch again, probably to begin January. So I'll post probably the first video on the pitch the second week in January, but I'm going to try to work out in the gym for the first time in 2 months this week. So hopefully a new video will be coming in the gym very, very soon. Question number 11. How'd you lose your opportunity to play at Ohio State? And there it is. All right, guys. So I mentioned this kind of a few times in the channel, which I haven't really gone into full depth with why I lost my scholarship and opportunity to play at Ohio State. But again, I feel like it's a good kind of learning lesson for you just to understand what not to do in certain situations on your official visit. So back in 2013, guys, I went to Memphis in fall of 13, but back in May of 13, I had my official visit with Memphis. I didn't commit to them until like late May of my senior year, so super late. But I went to that school to visit after the spring semester ended. So I didn't really experience a true official visit. And what a true official visit is and just as a disclaimer, it does vary from school to school how crazy your official visit is. But at the bigger schools, the Big Ten schools, ACC schools, Big East schools, the purpose of your visit is just for you to have a good time. And by good time, it means you're just partying pretty much the entire night that you're there. So again, I didn't really truly experience what official visit was. I had no idea what it entailed or what it was about. But going into my second year in college, I left Memphis in the spring of 2014. I had two offers on the table from Monmouth University in New Jersey, which is who I ended up committing to, and then also Ohio State. So for those of you who don't know how an official visit works, the schools that have the biggest money, that play in the biggest conferences, will pay for your entire trip. So from airfare to food to hotels, they pay for everything. So I flew up to Ohio State on Tuesday. I was supposed to leave the following day in the afternoon, so I was there for a good 30 hours. So pretty quick trip. But I saw the campus in the morning, I saw the facilities, saw the classrooms, saw where the guys trained, and it was just a very well put together program and just school, and I was just dead set on going there. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was just an incredible experience right off the bat. So great first impression. But that night, they're playing Rutgers University, which is a big game for them at the time. I believe it was in conference. Massive matchup. They ended up winning that game 4-0. So massive win for the program. So everyone's ecstatic. They all want to get just drunk that night to celebrate. So massive party at one of the guys' houses. They all buy Four Locos, which I had no idea what that drink was, what it entailed, what it consisted of, or what it was made of. During the day, I had 2 Red Bulls just to get by because I was so tired throughout the day traveling and just walking around seeing campus. I had 2 Red Bulls. Inside this Four Locos drink is alcohol and just caffeine, which is a very deadly combination when it comes to drinking. So after about 24 ounces of Four Locos, which is about a can and a half, I was blacked out, wasted. I had no idea who I was. I just went from being kind of drunk to not being able to function. I had no idea who I was, what I was doing. And the following morning, I was supposed to meet with the coaching staff from Ohio State to discuss my scholarship and just confirming that I wanted to play for them. So it was a massive morning for me the following day, which turned out to be an absolute shit show because I was so hungover. So we meet at Denny's, I believe it was, and I'm just hungover out of my mind. I still didn't know who I was really at the time, and the coaches can see that obviously. I'm just gone. And it's kind of funny because a player that was there with me on that visit was there for 4 years. I can't remember his name, but I'll find it for you guys and post it on the screen. He was there with his dad, and they could all see that I was just wasted still 8 hours after drinking. And it just wasn't a great first impression for them to see me like this. So of course I think the whole meeting goes smoothly and that I'm just flowing through these conversations with just ease and perfection, but that turns out it wasn't the case at all because I had no idea who I was. So I was probably butchering what I was saying and just really making a fool out of myself during this meeting. But I highly doubt that they had the courage to tell me in person what they ended up sending me an email a day later because they were probably just shocked that I could get this hammered on a professional official visit. They have a general sense of what players do in these visits, but you're not supposed to show it, obviously, with the coaching staff. So a day later, I get an email from the assistant coach saying that they're going to retract their offer to me to play for their program, which came as a shock because, again, I had no idea what I was doing or what I was saying, but after talking with some of the players after my scholarship was cut, I was just an absolute mess that night, and I was a mess when they drove me to breakfast that morning. So it's not a big surprise, I guess, that I lost it, but it was a very serious situation. That's why I haven't talked about it really on the channel that much, and now I know it's been 4 years since that occurrence. But you guys just have to be very careful with who you hang out with during these official visits because some players are just there to have a good time and some players obviously want to pursue a professional contract. but there's a fine line between who you hang out with during your official visit, which you need to know. So I guess it's kind of the full story, guys. I lost my scholarship, my opportunity to play at Ohio State because I got wasted on my official visit. Question number 12, and the last question today is, when is your new series coming to YouTube? Great question. If you guys watched, or not watched, if you guys saw the post I created or posted on YouTube via the community tab on my channel, I talked about that there. So if you guys are confused by this question, just go to that post. You guys can see what this person is talking about. But the series is going to be posted probably in August of 2020, so in about 7 months. And it's going to be called
No.